So Pixie got a buff in this week's over the air update, going from 2 to 3 power. Now, did that 1 power buff suddenly make this deck insane? No, of course not, right? 1 power, it can help, it's meaningful, but it didn't like catapult a deck to the top of the meta. What it did do, though, is encourage people to revisit a deck or package that is perhaps a little bit underplayed. And in fact, this list showed up on Untapped with some really good, promising data. I think this is probably an archetype that got lost to time as newer and shinier things came out, but perhaps should be getting played a little bit more using Pixie as a way to potentially discount some really big, heavy-hitting stuff, or a really surprising dump on the final turn where you get to play some combinations of Infinauts and She-Hulks and Taskmasters, sometimes buffed by Shuri in some big ways. On top of that, we also have cards like Warlock, Surge, Luna Snow, and Majestic Wingbeat, each creating some extra energy efficiencies that I mentioned. Surge, perhaps not. But each of those, even like a 1 cost discounts, can really change things for enabling like a turn where She-Hulk is now 0 instead of 1, which means you can suddenly play her alongside an Infinaut on turn 6 when you otherwise might not have been able to after floating on that turn 5. Or, you know, sometimes instead it's just War Machine on turn 5, or sometimes it's just Luna on 3, War Machine on 4, Infinaut on 5, and Taskmaster on 6. It's not glamorous, it's not exciting, but it just works because it's like big numbers turn after turn after turn. Other times, you know, you got a 1 cost Infinaut and you're doing something crazy with a 3 cost Taskmaster and you're still weaving in a She-Hulk. Sometimes you got a Shuri and you get some randomly generated thing and you got 30 power here, 30 power there. The deck just finds these lines every game a little bit different because you have different, you know, discounts and different mechanisms operating, but you find these ways to suddenly just dump 30 or 40 power on the final turn and the opponent's just not ready for that much power hitting them in the face. Also dodging some like problems and stuff because you're just waiting until that final turn. So like, hey, Shang-Chi's useless against me, right? Sometimes even like an Alioth, it's just like, oh, I hit an Infinite, sorry, bud. So you can really get around a lot of like problems and kind of meta answers in this deck just because of that surprise factor, giving you this nice cube equity side of things as well. So all in all, I really like this deck. I went on a 9-6 run. That's on top of some good data at large on Untapped. And I do think, again, did this suddenly make the deck amazing? No, I think the deck was probably already good, just underplayed. And now we get to look at it again and go, hey, actually, this deck's pretty sweet, man. Maybe we should play Pixie more often. I think you're going to feel exactly the same way after seeing this deck in action right now. All right, Sunspot Surge is a fantastic opener. Love to see that. Shuri War Machine is sleepy good too. Don't sleep on just an 18 power 5-drop, right? It's like what, 21 power total, so you're looking kind of, you could say like, oh, you know, it's a 4/9 and a 5/12, which doesn't sound as exciting admittedly, but like still pretty solid, you know. It's just points out there. So without a Luna right now, we don't have as many exciting She-Hulk options maybe. Luna, Warlock, Pixie, all ways to manipulate the energy in this deck effectively. Rhino, Nico, huh? Double Rhino is really interesting. I mean, an Insob in the deck definitely makes sense there. Oh, they're also very good at Wrath. Dang. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like Wrath, but they can just finish it this turn if they want. I'm just not going to get there anytime soon, right? Like, there's just no chance I get there anytime soon. So why waste points there when I can just get Proscenium points and just scale that out later? Thinking like Patriot's definitely a possibility here. So, you know, maybe looking at an extra 4 or 8 points over there. Oh, we know what they have. And Red Hulk is insane against us in particular. Dang. All right, now She-Hulk Taskmaster creates some really interesting lines where we skip turn 5. We think against any kind of Patriot line, we're okay. I'm just a little bit worried about that Red Hulk, right? But I like that I'm starting with a pretty big lead here. So if I go for the She-Hulk here, we get 12, 32. Can a Red Hulk beat that? It's going to be 16. That's 18. They would need another 14 points over the next 2 turns. I'd have to call where it is, too, with only 3 spots. I think this is the right way to go. I think this is the right way to go. Oh, they already committed the Red Hulk. Oh, I feel very safe. 3's big, honestly. Bigger than I thought. Proscenium, I also forgot to do the math on, but that's kind of 1-to-1, so not a big deal. Oh my good God! How does that change things? think it's still better to float here, right? There are some other lines, but She-Hulk's going to be 1 and Infinite's going to be 1, but I think you just go 40 and 40 now and you just literally cannot lose, right? Unless it's like, I don't even know what it is. Patriot's certainly not enough. Sandstorm is certainly not a problem. Very cool Patriot Sandstorm deck here. Looks like my list. Like, a lot of people are playing this and I'm afraid not to great results. Like, I had a good run with it. A few people in the comments are like, dude, I've been gaining so many cubes with this deck. And there was data on Untapped that was the worst data you've ever seen. I mean, just like disastrously bad. They're about to lose some cubes here, I think. I would almost resnap, but I just want to see this game end. I don't see a way we lose this, right? There's just no earthly world where that deck that I have. It's like, it's crazy because look at the numbers it's putting out. It's putting out some sick numbers, but we're just going over the top like crazy. Great win, dude. Great win. So I honestly have no idea if this deck's good or not. Honestly, the data says it's not, but a lot of you are reporting success. It may be a playstyle thing or like a bracket thing. I don't know, but did mine have Moonstone in it, by the way? No, this is not exactly my list. It's a little different. I didn't have Moonstone, right? Because I didn't have expensive cards. Maybe a good addition. That's cool. Dang, Sunspot Pixie with some big dudes in deck is great start. Pretty much the dream hand. I haven't played this deck enough to know if you like snap this yet, but wouldn't shock me if this is a snap worthy hand. Oh my god, it just keeps getting better. All the big guys in there, man. All right, give me a big 2/6 Infinite, 220 Infinite or something, man. Your island with some bodies down too. Okay, 2 that cost Taskmaster is great as well. Sure. Do really love drawing cards. I think drawing cards on Shuri in particular would be incredible, right? So maybe we do this. It discounts the Shuri. Does that really help me at all? Nah, I don't think it helps me at all. Could maybe play this on turn 5 if we don't intend to float. So I'm gonna go like Shuri left, I guess, right? Electra Sunspot. Okay, so floating did just get a bit worse. Master Mold, I don't think matters for us since we don't currently have a Warlock anyway. Part of me does sort of look at like Shuri right now, just to like really, because they're already like committed here. What the heck am I don't have anything right now that goes here, you know what I mean? Like I don't even have like a Luna. War Machine's too expensive. Sentinels suck. I almost need like a Luna or a good She-Hulk or something, right? Can we turn this off? No, I was gonna say Majestic Wingbeat doesn't eat that anymore. You do get the She-Hulk, okay, and the Luna actually, yeah, okay. So here my instinct is do this. You float. You're only floating 2? That sends She-Hulk down to 4, so you can play it with Taskmaster, but like, is that really your best move? Also, that wastes your Shuri. No, I just gotta pass, right? Like, Shuri set up right. You just go She-Hulk Taskmaster next turn. Yeah, that's definitely the move. There's no reason to get fancy on this. Or, well, you just can't go mid, really. That's the only logic, right? Cosmo. Well, that doesn't matter. I already got the Shuri there, right? So that's fine, actually. That means we just know we win that. And then you just dump a Taskmaster here. Oh, actually, I kind of even like this. Oh, no, hold up. Nope, that doesn't work, Reach. Nope. That for sure doesn't work. Yeah, no, I think this is good, right? 31 right. Bunch of power. Oh, that's totally fine. Yep, we don't care about that. Even if it went right, I don't think it mattered. Oh, for sure it didn't matter, right? Yeah, this is good stuff, dude. Just clean. Really nice. Kind of being able to like pass a turn like that too. Just really plays around the opponent's, you know, like their weirdness, you know, like Cannonball, this stuff, Cosmo, you know, just kind of, I mean, not specifically Cosmo this game, but just like having these little gaps can kind of sometimes play around a lot of these decks that are all about sometimes like priority or sequencing or timing problems. Dropping priority effectively is really good, so. And a great Pixie game. Taskmaster at 2 makes all the difference there, right? Just a lot of points. Okay, Sunspot. Yeah, I like you. Hood Demon left is a thing we got to keep an eye on for sure. Kill. Yeah, let's go ahead and load up the Nico. I don't really need a Luna copy. I just I don't think we're gonna get a lot of chances to play Nico. I really wish Sunspot were mid right now, by the way. It would have been perfect. Okay, so Valentina definitely makes me think we're looking at a Gambit deck, which is terrifying, of course, for Sunspot. Really, really scary. Maybe we just dump a bunch of Lunas, though, so that they, like, clog out the pool. Cubes also do cost 1, so they do eat up some of Gambit's potential hits, which is nice. They're also losing their cube here, and we're not technically yet. Fenris Wolf Gambit. I haven't actually seen this much. Kind of tracks, doesn't it? It's pretty cool. I mean, don't we just say screw Gambit and just play Infinite mid? Even a Fenris Wolf eating a Luna here would be another +8, which really isn't enough. We can just play Infinite Taskmaster thanks to the Luna. Like, I don't have to worry about Gambit really. Gladiator could be amazing for me. It's not. God, that's the only bad hit. Literally Surge, Pixie, Shuri, and She-Hulk all do things. She-Hulk survives. Shuri buffs. Pixie and Surge freaking do things. Not maybe as many. I wouldn't expect them to be great necessarily, but like, I don't think there's any reason to. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to She-Hulk, right? This is just better. We can just play Taskmaster mid. It's fine. Wow, Killmonger. So actually not really a, maybe not really a thought about Gambit there, just Killmonger, huh? I wouldn't expect to normally see Killmonger and Gambit in the same deck, just because like that well, I mean, I guess in theory, if he clears out all the little stuff, you could hit like 4 drops or whatever. Anyway, I think Right's safe outside of like Shang-Chi or whatever. Does it get characters? Yeah, it does. They got like a Luna or a Surge, maybe actually. I think with Surge in hand already. Maybe not. I think we top deck Surge. I think they got a Luna. So that would be like 10 points, would be 24. I don't think Hood or Luna beat Right. So then you just Taskmaster mid, right? Killing really helpful for us here with War Machine. That's great. They're just hoping that holds, but War Machine great for a variety of reasons. Oh yeah, the Warlock was their big hit there, not the Luna. Wait, how did Warlock die? Oh, off Gladiator. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, nice. Good like just War Machine win there like that. Nothing fancy either on the floats. Just play the big guys thanks to Luna. That works. A 520 and a 620 is good. Nico Surge is incredible here. Yeah, no, I love this. Sometimes I like to get out ahead of locations revealing, but opponent's name, I just saw it. I'm really laughing. Can I steal a name? Are you allowed to steal names from your opponents? Big Head Bad Plays. Their title is Rocked by Apocalypse. That would be a good title once the Ozymandias comes out. 2-cost Luna's incredible. Valentina. I think you still go Luna before Warlock here, don't you? Just a Raft. Wingbeat can be a good way to do Raft without breaking our Ice Cube. So yeah, let's do that. We can go like Warlock, Wingbeat, or maybe you still go Shuri. I'll be able to Shuri as well. Doesn't really, like, I don't know what the Shuri's being used for. I mean, I guess of course it could just be the Raft card. I don't know. We could also just float and hold into Infinite plus something, but I guess we're very likely to draw She-Hulk. Not guaranteed, but very likely. So maybe that's it too. I think that's definitely better than Warlock here. I think that's definitely. Galactus is solid. I don't think we're maybe going to be winning, though. Is he going to get any bigger, you know? I mean, if he's 24 points, who cares, right? Like, it doesn't matter. Oh, we are going to be winning. He's bigger. Nice. Okay. Love to see that. So I can actually just play, like, Galactus Taskmaster right now, but then, like, what do you do on the final turn? You can't Infinite. If I float here into a She-Hulk, I've got even more plays, right? That's pretty sick, actually. Maybe we just float into She-Hulk. The Gambit here doesn't really matter to us. I mean, you'd lose Luna Snow points, but you're thinking you're going to have at least 28 right anyway, so. This would also open up Infinite over Taskmaster, even though you don't need it. But it's just like you give yourself a She-Hulk out here, basically. And I'm saying like I think 28 is enough anyway. So like, you know, if you don't hit She-Hulk, there is definitely a chance you get fewer points here. No question. Wow. Whoa. Actually not that big though, weirdly. This is even bigger now. 32 is crazy. The Gambit does go off, but like we said, we just don't think we care. Don't hit the She-Hulk, sadly, though. Does it really matter where we go here? I'm just thinking, like... Technically, it's easier for them to get points in Xandar, probably. I think they're just going to play a big guy. Are they more likely to play it mid or left? I don't know, man. Sunspot does nothing, right? He's worth 1 point left if you wanted to throw him left, I guess. I mean, it's 34 points. Even a first steps doesn't beat that, right? I think we're okay wherever. I don't think it matters. This was like an Eliad or something. There's no way you're beating this Shuri line. I mean, it's strong, right? It's strong, but this raft was a great hit. There was actually some 6 drops that would have made this a lot harder to pull off, right? Good win, though. Good win, man. Oh my god, it's actually really close, yeah. They did get a ton of points. It's really close, but not enough. Why is it like lagging out there? Good game indeed. Big head, bad plays. I think those are great plays. Very reasonably good lines here, man. They got a good card too, by the way, from the raft. Like, we both hit some great results there. Mine just happened to have the Shuri scaling to really help it out. That's all. Okay, Surge on 1. Yeah, sure. Sunspot can catch up whenever. No problem there. Surge in this deck is kind of interesting because it's like, how many cards do you hit that you actually get to like keep chaining, you know? I mean, honestly, 1 discount can make a big difference. I'm not, you know, doesn't necessarily make it wrong. Just it is a neat thought. Like, for instance, here, skipping turn 4 is probably pretty cool for this Infinite, maybe. I don't know. Might kind of waste your Luna a little bit, but not really, right? If we skip turn 4, we're actually going to be able to play She-Hulk and Infinite together, right? Is that right? Is that right? Turn 4 is going to have 5 energy. Oh my goodness, Gambit. Don't hit my cube. Perfect hit. Thank you, Gambit. That was the best hit by far. And they got rid of a death. Okay, so maybe a Hella deck, actually. I mean, I guess we could also just play War Machine for the record. And then on turn 5, you'd have 6 energy. You could play Majestic Wingbeat to discount the Infinite to 4. And then turn 6, you'd have a 1-cost She-Hulk and a 4-cost Infinite. Like, does that really open up any other line? You know what I mean? Like, does anything get better because of that? I mean, you get an extra War Machine down, I guess, but you could also play War Machine later. You get a bigger Infinite, I guess. I don't know. I don't actually know which is right here. I like that it's kind of a more of a surprise, like playing further from behind, maybe dumping more power all at once, as opposed to showing them the Infinite early or whatever. I do think you really want to like stack power against Hella decks in case they get some weird distributions. Well, going 3 across can also be nice though, because sometimes they like get 1 weak spot or whatever. We'll just have to see how it all feels. Oh, I don't think this is a regular Hella deck. This looks more like a like Phantom X thing, not a Hella deck at all. Ooh, losing the cube here is tough. Dang. I mean, I can still do it though, thanks to the discount on Infinite, basically, right? So now we're gonna float 5. So I just can't play Majestic Wingbeat, can I? Because then I only float 4, which no, I can still play Majestic Wingbeat. I float 4. This costs 2, and this costs 4. Yeah, so Majestic Wingbeat's just free points here, basically. Otherwise, this would cost 1 and 5. So yeah, that's fine. It's just totally free points. Okay. Pixie is not free points. We do not play Pixie. Okay. It's just now a question though of like point distribution. Like, how do I actually win, right? Because a lot of the points here are going into specifically 1 spot. So like, how do you just toss out a She-Hulk and hope to hold, right? It feels like Infinite wants to go mid because they have so many points there. So it's like, is She-Hulk left or is She-Hulk right? Boy. I mean, it's not, we're not getting a Phantom X here. What was in their destroyed pool? Like, Morgan Le Fay's not that great either. This part's a tough call, dude. I don't know. If Do they like fill out a spot over here or just play a little bit to flip, you know? Maybe they just play a little bit to flip. Play a little here, a little here. I think you could dump 3 cards here, though. They could also just play 1 card to kind of hold right, you know? It's really, really hard to say. I mean, it's only a 2-point difference, so it's kind of just feels like a 50-50, you know? I'm going to go right. I'm just going to go right with it. I don't know. It feels like a 50-50, though. Because they have so much energy flexibility, it's not hard for them to cover left. It really isn't that different than... What was that? Oh, no, we called it wrong. That needs to hit Luna. We called it wrong, dude. What is this card, by the way? Like, what is this? Oh, it's just the cube. Dude, that's so unlucky, dude. We just called a wrong 50-50. That sucks. There's no real... This cube is crazy. I was just not there at all, by the way. Dude, just a really tough call. Okay, replace that card's location. Not important for us. Orcus Forge actually a bit of a challenge. Not a good day for the feature location here for our deck, but it's no biggie. +2 power, sure. Just want to get it out of hand, really, so it doesn't eat like Warlock discounts and stuff. Merlin for the opponent. Subterranea. Oh, I know my day today. I know what was coming. I've had the worst. This has been one of the least fun days I've had in Marvel Snap in years. And it's not necessarily because of like decks either. I'm having the worst streak of luck, man. Everything. I sometimes that comes with your mood, right? Like if you're in a bad mood or tired, you like see things as more unlucky than they really were. It's not. I was in a great mood when I sat down to record today. It has not been the mood thing for me. It has straight up just been the worst freaking day of luck. There's no other way around it. Now, this is a game we probably just go War Machine Taskmaster, right? I think, you know, just being sneaky here is not as useful as just being big, right? I think you just say, hey, let's get big. If you draw She-Hulk, maybe that changes, right? I don't know. I think you just get big here. No reason to be sneaky on it. The Warlock ain't doing anything, but we'll make the opponent think just in case. You know, it may not be big enough. I'll say that. It might not be big enough. You also could maybe just float mid away so that, you know, maybe they have to really push. Because it is like technically 8-6 without that werewolf right now, right? Oh, my goodness. Okay, so I will say 14's good, but it's not great. Boy. The problem is it's so easy for them to tie mid with just like one omniversal presence or whatever. I kind of think you have to go mid here, but boy, I don't know. I think right's real exposed, dude. Doesn't take a lot to make this werewolf big enough here. They might think a little bit about Sunspot. And if I had a different play, like if I had a Luna or something, I might consider a Luna mid just to give that Sunspot a tiny boost. But I think they could also maybe just avoid right and say, no, let's just take mid and left, right? And then maybe Taskmaster just holds mid because he's so big. I think that's a reasonable conclusion from the opponent to make. Is like, well, I don't want to risk it. It's close. Sunspot's scary. Like, what's this deck doing? Maybe for some reason they're scared of Warlock, even though they shouldn't be. Like, obviously, if they're tracking, they won't be, but some people just like, you know, you don't think about it and you just like, oh god, what are they up to? What are they up to? If you're unfamiliar with the deck or whatever. So like, no, this is actually a good sign. Maybe we win tiebreaker too now. Polymorph into Kraglin. Okay, that's not very many points. That's good. The werewolf's gonna get big here, but if it's tiebreaker, I feel like we might be fine. Polymorph again on the Kraglin. Ooh, that's a little bigger. There's the Omniversal, but we're chill. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, Great Web. It doesn't matter either for tiebreak, but yeah, we win tiebreak easy here, right? Yeah, 22-10. Yeah, nice, dude. Woo! So it's actually, honestly, if we had gone Taskmaster to the left, we would have won, but only because of Great Web, probably, right? It would have been 10-8 otherwise. Like, Great Web would have made the Taskmaster to the left win, but I think this made more sense. Opponent did end up pushing right, which they ended up with 18 here if they mathed that out, which would have beat everything except a full float Sunspot. Destroy and draw 2 is actually insane for Pixie. Like, because you don't care about the Pixie at all, really, right? I mean, we're wasting the new buff, I guess, but we just want cards. That's insane. Like, this is the perfect hit. Destroying her, revealing her with bonus points, I think is also fine. I don't think it hurts anything. In case we resurrect her somehow or something. Could hurt if the opponent had a null, I suppose. Finding ways to jinx myself already. Fisk Tower is no problem. Do you go for the Surge first, or do you just go for like a Luna first? Probably Luna first, right? Like, we expect stuff to be discounted anyway from Pixie, so maybe just do this. There's a nice discount. Okay, yeah. I think Sunspot here is great. Do you go Warlock and float turn 5? It's a good chance you have a pretty good turn out of it, yeah. Because, like, you know, this plus this could, well, I don't know. I mean, War Machine coming down for the Infinite's great as well, for the record. Could maybe just, like, float 3 on 5, or 4, I guess, with Luna. Hey, whoa, that changes a lot of consideration. Well, now I want to play the War Machine for sure, just to get it done. Boy, that's not a good Majestic Wing Beat, is it? So we'll float turn 6 now. And then, you know, looking for crazy, like, Shuri, Infinite plays, like, just whatever, you know, She-Hulk, Shuri, Infinite, just whatever combination of stuff. Opponent, who knows, right? I mean, Mr. Negative's definitely a thought. Howard the Duck, maybe it's a Tribunal deck. Oh, God, that's not good news, I think. Tribunal decks usually can just go over the top of you, right? But maybe Shuri makes it possible still. We're floating 7. In a weird way, it might be better to play the She-Hulk now. Because I can play Infinite anyway. I don't have to worry about that, right? So, like, I'm just saying, I want the discounts to isolate down to as many things as I care about as possible. So if you discount 6, like, what are the odds you can play? There's, like, no way you're playing Infinite Taskmaster and... That's the problem, right? There's just no way you're getting all this stuff out. You're going to have 8 energy with 6 discounts. That's 14 total. These cost 16, right? So there's no way you get all of these done. But I just don't want She-Hulk absorbing buffs, right? It doesn't make any sense for She-Hulk to absorb buffs either. I think we're just not gonna win if they have big crazy stuff. I don't know. Currently we haven't seen a Mr. Negative yet, so I don't know, or Tribunal or whatever yet. Boom, a little early, honestly. You can flip that. I mean, we can do this, so this is a better spread, I think, for sure, than the alternative, so that's good. We didn't waste many discounts here is the good news, right? Because otherwise we would have had to do, like, maybe Shuri Infinite or something and just, like, overcommit. But this is such a great spread. There's no, like, I don't know. I actually don't know what this deck ends up being, by the way. We just did not see enough cards to really make any educated guess. But I mean, this is great power spread. 26, 31, 29 plus over there, I think. You have any Sunspot energy? I think so, maybe. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think they just missed. I mean, great game from us. We benefit from that extra magic energy a lot. The Pixie that game was like, nah, I mean, I think it kind of netted a little off She-Hulk, basically. War Machine gave some points to Sunspot, probably. That's about it. Wow, yeah, I love the demon here. I'll take a Nico copy too. Yeah, I don't know. That's all good stuff to me. I don't really need a Pixie copy because I don't think it becomes a demon because I think the location's gonna resolve before the Nico. So I think that means I would get a Pixie copy in hand, not a demon in hand, right? Like, part of me wants to play it just to see, but I think, nah, I think you just do this. It's fine. Let's not get fancy. Luna would want to go left, maybe, although I don't know. That steals your cloning vat space a little bit. Might have some cool She-Hulks or something left, but sometimes hard to line all that up. Demon for the opponent, unfortunately, is going to be nuts. Orcus Forge. Not my favorite. War Machine, I guess, probably just goes left for distribution of power reasons. They're going to have presumably 24 points left, at least, from Cloning Vat's demons. It's really particularly scary if they're a Victoria hand deck, as we fear, right? That would be the absolute disaster. Kitty Pride makes you think maybe more of a Shulao deck. So perhaps a hair less scary, but honestly still not great. Maybe Sunspot copies, even if it's more expensive. Nah, I don't think that's worth it, right? It's gonna be hard to be worth it. If he were 1 and we got him down earlier, you can do really cool Cloning Vat stuff with that, but I think at 3 it's too much. So I don't know, let's see. Demon again, indeed. Red Guardian hitting my cube. No! Rude. Kitty Pride copies aren't inherently that scary right now. Warlock, just hot garbage. I don't even want to play there because of... I can't like float into She-Hulk Infinite. I mean, there's no earthly world to win here, right? The hand's just full of garbage. The Pixie just made my hand worse, unfortunately, because we hit the wrong side of it, you know? We hit the cheap stuff getting bigger, not the big stuff getting cheaper. I mean, maybe if you top deck like a... I don't even think a 1 cost like Infinite would do anything here, because I don't have a follow-up for it. You know, it's like Sunspot's the next best thing I can do. What would be the follow-up that's any good? 4 cost Infinite? Yeah, again, it's just not enough, right? Just doesn't make sense. You know this is going to at least 9. Kind of expect 24 there, but you don't think War Machine holds, right? Maybe you do Sentinel mid. Nico, I think, doesn't ever go off because of Dark Dimension, right? So you have to do Sentinel for 3 points. I don't think you ever expect 12 to win, because I think you already got a demon here, maybe. I mean, it's worth a shot, I guess, but it just doesn't seem worth it, right? If you hit Infinite on a turn early and you had 2 of these, like, you'd be like, oh my god, I'm the best. I'm nuts, but we didn't, unfortunately. So left holds, maybe they undercooked mid a little bit. I don't know, maybe 12 is not nothing when they got -3. I don't they don't think they have any demons left. I just don't know. Sentinel small, 12 points, 2 cards, not trivial. Sentinel small, Sentinel's tiny. Let's go. What a steal. Okay, I think they thought maybe left was safe, so I actually didn't even need the Sentinel here is what's crazy. The War Machine itself held. All right, that game did not go great, but it just kind of brute forced our way through it, you know? That's okay, I guess. All right, let's save that wing beat, I think. Pixie on 2, of course, is amazing. His name is Wiccan Slop, I guess. Dude, we have taken the slop thing too far. I liked the slop insult for a while, but now it's slop. Like, we have to come up with more creative ways to degrade things than just calling them slop. It's just worn out at this stage. I think people's like desire to easily shame things has gone so far, which, like, whatever, that's fine, I don't care. You know, people call me slop, people call all kinds of stuff slop, right? But it's just like, we got to get better words, you know? Oh, I forgot Asteroid M's gonna hurt us in eternity range, but Pixie is still like the best way to support that. Oh wow, they got us. What is this garbage? Oh, actually, that's fine. No, it's only 2 points. We hold. Oh, we still don't hold. Star-Lord's too big. That's pretty nice though. Like, they didn't really do anything that crazy this game or this turn. Shuri. The idea here often is like Shuri skip into She-Hulk Taskmaster, but we don't have that. So it's like, do you still Shuri here? I think like a Warlock skip also potentially makes some sense here. And this wing beat doesn't really do anything, right? That's one thought I have right now. Shuri, you can like play right and like still move it mid to distribute the points a little bit, I guess, right? But I kind of want to skip on the Warlock, but at the same time, like, the hand just doesn't have anything for that, you know? I don't have any good cards for that. If you draw an Infinite, wow, the Blob hits a 14 power bomb, dude. Red Skull, great. Wow, we hit the Infinite, dog. The problem right now is this surge is just gonna take all of my discounts. I know it. I know it is. It always does. Wow, pulling the Star-Lord out. Crazy. That's wild work. Winds of Watoomb, okay. Definitely a little annoying. It only took 2 of the hits. All right, that's actually not the worst. Oh my god. We could almost do all of these, guys. Almost. Oh my god, almost. I mean, I'm not mad though, because Infinite Taskmaster is still gonna be just incredible, right? I mean, hear me out. Hear me out, right? We actually tie mid like this, right? No, we don't. Hold up. Why does that seem... They're going to go down to 9 and I'll go up to 9. No, that's right. We do tie mid if we just... If they don't play mid and we flip Baxter Building, it's a tie. And then also left flips technically. I think you go full right here. It's weird, but I think they're going to play Star-Lord right and we got to just beat it. Okay, they're giving up left instead, which that's fine too. We're not losing right like this. I'm pretty sure it's impossible. I mean, I don't know what it would be. Oh my god. No, it's not impossible. Oh my good god. Are they out of cards at least? No. How do you have so many big guys in your Airshim deck? My whole day has been like this, guys. Usually when you do this many blobs, you run out of stuff because they eat so much that you run out. Even an Airshim deck doesn't always have enough big guys, but they're just hitting bombs, dude. Bombs! Interestingly, we could have won by going mid and left. All right, Sunspot. Great opener, actually. Insane hits so far. Love the Pixie. Only wish Infinite were still in the deck for Pixie, but still can make some big plays. Madripoor, Pixie, Luna, Snow. Yeah, I like Madripoor. That's great. Do you go Luna or Warlock? I think you always go Luna. Warlock's actually kind of my least favorite of the puzzle pieces here. Like, sometimes you use him because that's what you got. You know, it's fine. But I think he... Oh, actually, Raft? Yeah, we're ahead on it. Yeah. I mean, Luna kind of helps them. You give up Madripoor, but I think it's nice. It's like, do you give up the cube, I think is the question. I would love a Majestic Wing Beat here, actually. It would be perfect. Nico is not perfect. I mean, I still have turn 5 to float here, importantly, I guess. So, like, you know, it's still the right... Like, it's a good time to get mana. Oh, Null is garbage, though. Oh, it's so unlikely to be relevant. How do I use Null at all? I mean, they're obviously not a Killmonger deck, right? Like... Oh, man, just totally useless. What an unfortunate hit. Oh, well, I did get a cube point. That's hilarious. No chance we win this game. No chance. It's 0 chance. I mean, there's not even any good Warlock discounts, really, is the crazy thing, because all these cards are just arbitrarily expensive. Did one cost Shuri any good here? Wing Beat, you're late, bud. They're 14, like 15 effectively. I'm going to 28, 31. Like, I think that holds, right? I think you trust the She-Hulk here. And then, like, mid's for sure going to hold because you're going to get an extra 4. I mean, like, there's no chance mid loses. So it's really just like, it's almost like, can you afford maybe to do a She-Hulk null mid? Because they're gaining, you know, 4 off Madripoor pretty much always. Like, I do think that's actually reasonable. It's just like a question of spacing, right? Like, do they have a Gilgamesh that could beat you, right? But then they would probably play it mid, wouldn't they? Like, I don't know. Do they think how big I'm getting right, you know? What'd I say? 3 is 21, 31. They need, and I said they're effectively at 15. But Marvel Boy is actually going to swap out as well. Bro, I don't know. I actually think you might need this sometimes, and you just have to trust Madripoor here. It's crazy because, like, Pixie's so big. Like, you just have such a crazy lead. Like, you never think Pixie's going to get up to 11 off the Madripoor, you know? Oh, I'm a genius! That was their Raft card. I didn't even process they skipped turn 5, by the way. I didn't even realize. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm so stupid. I didn't even realize. Did they skip turn 5 for this Infinite? Oh my god. I didn't even realize. Oh, I don't know if we deserve this one, guys. We kind of got out of that one by the skin of our teeth, honestly. I don't know, man. I should have picked up on the Infinite thing. I didn't even think about it.